Hi, hi, I'm, I'm talking about the truth between you, yourself, and what's going on around us. The information I'm always gonna tell is about about his happiness, successful, joy, learning, and is vowels between his directions. But so I'm gonna get establish some technologies that I would like to keep planning about, and steps to get to your future. But right now, I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about that misunderstanding, that negativity, and talk about the issues that's going on today. As you know, is what I'm gonna talk about right now. Right now is I'll talk about the mindset of its responsibility and actions. And once you know, when action responsibility comes when actions comes, with your mindset and your emotions. And this is I'm talking about. I'm talking about. I'm talking about the the ideas that goes with you, and it what do you see. So things I'm gonna tell you is that the world that the people are actually not learning from themselves, are actually learning how to learn things that is useless information. Once I'm gonna try and tell you is to believe something that you don't want, that it doesn't exist of its judging negativity. I'll talk about information first and that definition. The positivity means your happiness, successful, joy, good mindset. Take care of all your positive and take care of all you what you said before with responsibility, mind, and action. Positive means you always think good and be okay for yourself. And negativity means judging, anger, bad emotions, afraid too much. That's why that negativity. And the world we know so far is full of negativity because of people keep believing governments and statism. Statism has got to do with political authority people believe in. It's mostly a religion. It's mostly a religion that can destroy themselves through lots of anger, hate, stress, fear, and anxiety. I'm just here trying to say that all the mind of you believe in flags, nations, borders, all the other things that been programmed you is actually trying to destroy you. Destroy you to become more angry, more miserable, become much dumber, and society become way much dumber than usually be, because government statism has the power to teach people how to believe their shit and garbage information. They don't teach you right about mathematics. They don't teach you right about a general concept of technologies. They're trying to teach you how to obey orders through things that doesn't exist, such as classroom grades. It's classroom indoctrination camp that's been programmed you, brainwash you. To it's just paying taxes, you believe in authority, and work for agencies or organization that cause you to let the government exist. That goes to police officers, law enforcement agency. They're the one who caused all the problems so far. Because you've been too much of his lies. You've been brainwashed by your whole life, by society. Every parent told you believe in government, fuck what they said. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe everybody's right. Don't listen to what other people tell you about things that doesn't exist too. The problem is that is actually not your fault. It's actually your mindset to live the comfort zone by listening and obeying its steps that destroy you and make. So, if you listen to somebody that is actually repeat false information, don't listen to them. Never. If you do, then you could cause a lot of problems today. by spend money for nothing too, such as taxes. And taxes knows extortion. They keep the system running. And there's other believers who keep thinking about all this statism crap that causes so many genocides. If you know history, it represents itself from other lessons from other people. Once you know that, then you should understand how statism is. I don't care if democracy, dictatorship, cane, any form of government are always horrible and terrible, regardless. It's all about mind control. Mind control for you to do things that doesn't exist. So if you believe what I'm saying, then we get to the biggest step that you're not become a better person. If we keep repeating itself. And I tell you two main things that's gonna change your mindset forever. One's gotta do with money. Money is not US dollars, euros, or every other government bank. No, that's not money. That is our counterfeiting fraud from system to destroy. That's what government use to counterfeit, steal, to destroy economic in general. And anarchy too. The word anarchy means without. Archy means rulers. It means that without all the judging, with all negativity. It means that your positive mindset, focus, and happiness. That's what anarchy usually means. People think it's chaos. Well, I think that you're being brainwashed. Like I told you, being changed. Who's gonna do the roads? Who make laws? Laws are just God's will of His responsibility. Then no laws are created by idiots. And idiots are usually politicians and statists who causing a lot of problems. And they're making fake laws too, which is going to be way more legal way more legal in humanity than. First of all, they're trying to make fake laws and are judging people's minds, which is definitely a criminal, which is the best perfect example of what criminals organization usually about. So that's the list I'm trying to tell you. Law is about itself, about his responsibility of his action. Like I said, I don't want to repeat it, but if you misunderstand what I've been said, you've been about all the excuses that makes things way worse to yourself. Politicians aren't gonna do anything for you. I'll be promised you. You gotta do it for yourself to care yourself. As so what about that? There's no excuses. Excuses are all the blames. All anything gonna do with state authorities is all the blame for you to waste your existence and consciousness and become much more unhappy person. I keep repeating all the same topic, so I want you to understand that if all the government, all the statism is over, then all technology become much more advanced. And once we know what money is, and then economic will be okay. But once we hate it, it's a wrong direction, because brainwashing is very easy to understand than to convince that you're being fooled in general by lifestyle. It's like walking around the street with no eyes, and the world with like you walk around like this. When people are when your country stays, they can be emotional, they be angry when I'm saying this. But if you watch this, then I advise you just give up on things that are destroying the most. It's got to do with statism. I keep repeating that because a lot of people are very confused. I'm trying to tell the truth, because it's only way to solve things by having a good humanity for all of us. It's got to do with help, trust, respect. The government and states does not trust respect. It means stupidity, ignorance, and violence of its things that doesn't exist, like borders. Like I told you, it doesn't exist. Passports doesn't exist. It was designed by Illuminatis and elites, who's also responsible for all the crap. The problem is not elite's fault. The problem is the order followers, like law enforcement, like I mentioned before, is causing the problems. Yes, it was you. If you're local law enforcement, then you're the one who caused so many problems because you want to make the government continue doing stupid things, and not just the law enforcement. There's also Military. If a military and law enforcement doesn't exist, then all other things will disappear too. They're the ones who trigger things. They're the ones who make things who make the existence. If people quit believing that shit, if people stop calling 911, if people stop calling 911 and start defending themselves, then communities become much safer. If you're a police officer, make sure the police got to do with private communities, and never got to do with government, never got to do with state. If it does, then it's very evil. Is a criminal thug who is responsible for all the brutality. Believe me, anything's gonna do what I said before with state. Anything's gonna do with state. Gotta do it. Mind control, authority is always the devil's work to destroy people's lives. And now a lot of people become much more poor, much more dumber, because they think the same way as they are in the past. But the existence of it is much worse than it was in the past. Past was a very violent times too. It's what I said before, with all the wars, greedy, and all the things. Right now, I'm just trying to take a walk to tell you more. So you understand what I've been said. The cult of his belief are all lies due to what's going on you've seen. If you see nature, forest, it's just made by itself. This doesn't made by government. It doesn't made by it. I'm not blaming. I'm trying to tell you examples of it. How responsibility works. Work's got to do with things you see. It's not going to do with things that you believe. I try and have that. In general, real life is real life and dreams are dreams. Dreams are just trying to make sure you see things from it. That's okay, that's good. But even still, it's not work much. It doesn't work completely in real life. Real life is just itself by its consciousness. That's what real life is all about. And that's what misunderstanding of people. People keep believing dreams. The government's gonna do shit. And look at what happened. A lot of brutality, a lot of violence, a lot of stupid stuff, a lot of horribleness, a lot of confident fraud to around be economic collapse and hyperinflation. You think it doesn't exist, but it does exist. And I'm not talking about the elites who's could cause all of that. It's caused by the central bankers too. Central bankers, they're the ones who caused the government to expand into tyranny, much worse than it was itself in the past, like a Roman Empire. Yes, and they want to steal all the gold and make banknotes to debit the debit of entire society. And now society is fall apart because of it. Because people spend money that's not money. So spend money that's fake. I don't care even numbers with paper doesn't mean it's money. It doesn't matter by government. Government doesn't mean shit. It means your own belief. That means mind controlled. That is the causes the problems today. If you understand what I say, let go of things that have been told to you. See things what is real life. You don't see police officers. You don't see military. You don't see taxes. You don't see dreams. You don't see schools. You see You see what is been seen. That is actually the basic life. Because you keep accepting your dreams, it doesn't mean that it's happening in real life that much. You can't. If you start blaming somebody, then it doesn't work that way. Blaming politicians is not an answer. I know that some really stupid things is caused by order followers, nor is the law enforcement who make it that way. If law enforcement doesn't exist, then all the politicians will disappear too, and they're going to suffer the worst. So the Capitol building, the White House, are just buildings. They're not government. They're just buildings. Flags, they're flags. It's just a cult. I'm not believing flags. It's flag because it's made like every other materials, like trees. I'm not saying prejudicing to a tree. I'm not prejudicing to that. I'm not prejudicing to a flag. But the school indoctrination camp told you to because they were trying to change your mind. And they want to confuse you. If you look at that chain, you gotta look deeper into yourself. And once you do that, then you realize you have anger issues. You keep yelling, screaming. Say you think I'm a cult. I'm stupid. It means that you are. Because judging negativity, it destroys the most. That's what people believe in authority and dreams are designed to think that way. It's designed to make you a much dumber person than everyone thinks you are. So it's not my fault. I just learn what's going on. And that's a step. And the next step is actually, I'm going to try and tell you, there's too much lies that are exposed. Too much lies and some conspiracy theories that turn out to be true. One conspiracy theory is the Rothschilds, who are responsible for all the central banking. Who are responsible for creation of Israel. It's not a Jewish country, it's a Zionist bankster country. It's often seen this, but it's true. And true, and there are tons of other things. And NASA are showing fake things, from filming, fake moonlighting, those filming, to show other fake pictures like black holes, for example. Black holes I think black holes doesn't exist. Neutron star doesn't exist until you see in your eye, like I told you about. NASA trying to show fake things as much as possible. I don't give a shit what they've been showing to you. Stop believing what other things show to you. And next thing is what is actually all of optic books ties. The new mainstream media is actually one of them, like CNN. Everyone should know what CNN is, a fake news, but they're not just CNN. Every mainstream media is fake news. They told you about how Canada's awesome is trying to be a really giant police state. They talk about how the U.S. is London free, trying to be one of the biggest government in the world, that people got arrested, and more authority believers caused some anger issues. And start blame, and of course just turn out to be a most dangerous country so far in violence. So that's what they're trying to say to you, because I want to believe in cult. In general, there's nothing but you see. This is not in the world. As we know, there's no wars. There's no wars until the government or authorities causing the problems. So of course there's George Soros of Bill Gates, the guy who did something stupid things to control of a disease and vaccines, which is actually commit a serious crime right there. And even more, the Rothschild is engineering all the economy, and it's collapsing. That's what Great Depression and every other economic collapses. They designed world wars to make a new world order. That's what the Rothschild designed. They don't believe in, but it's true. The Rothschild doesn't exist, and the Federal Reserve doesn't exist. It's all history. From the Rockefeller, and the Morgans, all the banksters. And Rockefeller is one of the worst family, with David Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller, responsible for all that status program to slaughter millions of people and poison the funerals. Monsanto. Monsanto is one of the worst organizations in the world that caused a lot of people become fat and lazy. So all the corporatism, communism, fascism, as we know, exist today. It doesn't matter. It's Nazi Germany, Soviet Union, whether it be United States of America, Canada, Israel, United Kingdom. Still exists until people stop believing the things that they dream of. Until they really realize what's going on, what you see in your eye. And we believe things are fake, and then there's something wrong in your mind mentally that cause physical activity, such as put people in cages over fake laws. And that caused a lot of people angry and blaming. If you can, just quit believing things are fake, such as government and authority. Quit that thing and start quitting your own authority and quitting your own vow. If there's dangers, just let the community decide for themselves. Mostly about is karma. You know. I don't ask us to survive without government, as we know. They don't survive like this. Those things, as we know today, doesn't exist back in the past. It's authority believers blaming, all the things as you know. It doesn't exist before. Police doesn't exist, which is actually perfect example of why you were much safer in the past. You think past is more dangerous means you too brainwashed. Accept disease. Well, there's still disease today. Regardless, as being a man, you should stop fear, stop planning, stop complaining, and stop focusing about deep inside your mindset about all the lies. If you're a police officer, if you're a worker with Border Patrol, I advise you to look deeper into your mind and talk the truth of all the fake things I've been pointing to you since you're a kid. From schools knows indoctrination camps. For your parents, where they're too brainwashed, miserable people, doesn't like their lives, to much bigger things. So I'm trying to say to this that if you work in that, if everyone works in that, then governments will eventually disappear on people's beliefs. There'd be no more borders. The police will be private community. The monies will be cryptocurrency or private self, which is actually cause the economy to recover from it. It's not gonna recover from the Fed, not recover from Rothschilds, central banks. It make things way worse and bankrupt. It make things way more tyranny and police state and new world order. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Rockefeller, the Rothschild, and list goes on with the Illuminamis. The Freemasons, well, I don't get into that much. Except Harry Truman, when he's responsible for all the horrible things as the U.S. president, make the CIA one of the worst organizations in the world. So other things I can't tell because I just want to focus on people, let go, stop believing in things that doesn't exist, and the pointing fingers at others or do something that that is not real. So if you call 911, please don't. Start defending yourself. If they think this is illegal. First of all, governments are more illegal than people doing in general. Governments are murders too. Wars are murders. As you know, that's been programmed to you. Say you get defend for freedom. Well, freedom is not about is judging. Freedom is about your consciousness of doing. That is actually the step. That's actually the definition. All definition people told you are fake. From the cult of all things that is actually doesn't mean anything. That's why people doesn't understand today. If people do understand that's what's going on, then things become much better. Stop believing in central banks. Stop believing in dollars. That means nothing. Stop believing in fake laws over politicians. They're all fake. Politicians are stupid people in general. They don't know what to do in their lives. They're nothing but believing things. I'm not blaming. I'm trying to tell you that you should stop focus. I keep repeating it because a lot of people are too unhappy with themselves and too brainwashed. I keep repeating until you let go of to unchain and get your consciousness, give you belief in true value. I will talk about technologies, but right now I talk about the biggest basics. Is actually your mindset of believing things that is true. I don't mind judging you. I'm not judging. I'm trying to tell you that government's authority, statism, is actually the one who causing all the drama, all the problems, all the things that doesn't exist. I keep repeating that. Sorry, I had to repeat that. So I want to end that thing much as possible because that's things they did commit is serious, is complete a crime. Reason why I'm saying this. I advise you just confine yourself to look deeper. I keep repeating that. Sorry for that. Now I'll talk about a new step. So you know. It's my first video. I got a bit confused. But I'm trying to say something to the world. It does just unite, but it's not just the United States of America. Everywhere. Like Spain, Europe, Russia. If you start believing things that is actually got to do with what I've been said before, let go and look deeper. Don't accept paper money currency that's got to do with central banks in order to bond the economy. Think about gold, silver, and cryptocurrency, which is actually brand new. Defend yourself from hyperinflation. Yes. So it's not just the United States, everywhere. It's have the same problems everywhere around the world. As we know. Now please Please, if you want to become a much better person, just figure out what's going on. Don't blaming, don't judging, don't complaining, don't frustrate, anger, repeat the same cycles. If you do, then you're causing its existence to become way much more worse. And that's what people keep doing that today. And the government and it gets much worse since then. In 20th century is actually the one who started with a new system from the old system. From 19th century, when it was really freedom back then, a lot of freedom. Even the United States, even the U.S. are a lot of freedom. Now, it's one of the biggest government in the world. So that's all I can say. That's all I can say, and there's not much more I can say except that don't let others destroy you from lies and things that is the evils and devil's work. And be honest with you, just go out and stop. I know I keep repeating myself. But the problem is not from that. That's got to do with jobs that have been vanishing over a lot of things. That's what governments trying to judge them with regulations, which is actually going to be very bad for the economy in general. That causes people to not become much more jobless or losing their vows. That's why I'm saying this. Trying to let people work and have a good life. When you see things that judge you, and that got to jobs, got to everyday life, and that is actually a big problem in general. So please, just focus. If you want to have a much better future, just quit from from fake things that doesn't exist, such as why not? Just figure out from what I said before. Because once that happens, and people get back to jobs, get back to their living again, start their entrepreneurship pretty well, and never dependency from the system, and they should depend from the self. Call it independent. The problem is it's not that. The problem is your comfort soon. Everybody many people, as we know, wants to comfort soon. That's actually destroy themselves and let the bees exist. That's causing the huge problems in general. My advice to you: just growing your food from the garden, in order to start depend from the system. Don't accept US dollar. Don't live depend from that, from central banks. And if you believe things are fake, just let go. And government states are fake too. As we know, I keep repeating that. Sorry, but it's fine. Trying to educate you. What's going on? I'll talk about I will talk about all this good information, such as, I said before about technology, stuff like that. I'll talk about much later in another video. So, but this video is all about your consciousness. Consciousness of let go of something that is destroying you. All right. Step one is gotta do in the beginning. It's gotta do your mindset. Fix your mindset first. Fix it about your responsibility. Fix it about your consciousness. Anger problems must be controlled completely and let go. All the hate, all the blaming, it's gotta be worked. Don't let drama into your life. Just recover and fix yourself, and know what's going on. Once that happens, then we know what's. It's not to do with skin color. It's not to do with flags. Believe in person who did stupid thing the other person did. There's stupid drama things everywhere. Just don't believe them and don't get into them. Problem is a lot of people do, because they do what I've been said. They didn't do what I've been said and keep believing things. That's that like I said before, with all the state. So that's all I can say right now. So hope you understand what I'm saying. If there's no jobs, there's no people living in the street. There's a lot of people got being killed, got being put in cages over fake laws. That needs to be addressed before having a much better life. That's the reason I'm saying this. Just let go of things that's got to do with government and authority. If you're law, like I said before, law enforcement or anything to do with government, just look deep. Just look at real information. What's the truth is all about it. From the like I said before, from the Rothschild for Rockefeller, how much criminals are doing to all the murder politicians. Same thing with the U.S. and democracy. Democracy is one of the worst forms in government in history. It's worse than dictators, kings and queens control the system, like it does 100 years ago. Republic, democracy are all the worst form of government in human history. Laws are just nature laws. Like I said at the beginning, just nature laws. It's all about don't kill people, don't murder people. It's all about it. It's done by people themselves. That's about who need police. Who said we need police, but police are first you not see them. If you see danger, protect yourself. Police aren't gonna come here and do shit. They come here after the incidents happen, which actually some people got away from. And you gotta investigate. Even still, it's very difficult to recover. And police did some really criminal things too. Almost all of them did criminal things. If you are, just quit believing that thing and start do something that's got to do it private and community. Don't fault orders and politicians ever. As I said before, don't. Stop believing passports. It doesn't exist. Stop believing borders. Stop believing nationalism. Believe on what people's will. And believe on culture. And fix your culture too if you can. Don't let, because governments and state are always shaping people's culture and destroy it into garbage, into misery, into death, into blaming and complaining. That makes people become much weaker and pussies. And that's what happened today from the past. So if you want, if you understand what I've been saying before, all right. I just trying to say this is. I think that's all okay to say before. So hope you watching this and know what's going on. If you keep repeating cycles over again, you keep let police officers doing from fake things, then the dramas will continue increasing. If you let border patrol keep believe in passports and things what politicians are saying, then the dramas will get way worse until into be another world wars. And it could be millions of people are dying because of fake things. Doesn't exist. That's because I'm doing this video. I'm sorry, repeating. I'm not that good at talker, but I talk about people's freedom. Talk about a lot of things. That's got to do with safety. Got to do with responsibility. I try here to say millions of people are believing things that's fake. Those governments. I know I keep you saying repeated words. I know. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to wake up call on things that doesn't exist. I know I'm very confused. But the only way so far that we change society is to say what I've been said before. A keep repeating cycles isn't gonna like way worse. From economic collapse to world wars. Alright? So hope you enjoy. And I hope you enjoy. I will do a next video next time. It's going to be in the same topic and it's going to be a different story of sayings. Alright? I hope you enjoy. And remember I've been saying that this video is a wake-up call. I'm not a good talker. I'm not keep repeating cycles. I'm sorry, but I have to do this to make things better for others before things get much worse. If you choose to censor it, then I try to make a library bitch you for all the CIA, because YouTube and Google are also controlled by CIA and governments and Google. So, yes, and that's pretty and very tyranny. So I hope you enjoy. If you understand what I've been saying, you have free thinker. If you know what's going on, then my advice for so far is I want everybody to understand this, include people who work for the government. I want almost many people, much as possible, to understand this in order to end this bullshit. It's way tyranny and freedom are destroying way worse than it was in the past. Even the Roman Empire times, it was today's tyranny is way worse. Try and let you know. Controlled by banksters who can't fit in fraud. In Roman Empire times, those stuff doesn't exist, but it's empires and warlords. And ancient Greece too. And that's old history. It's old violence too. Probably people don't want to learn. You keep repeating cycles of comfort zone. Of fake things. Alright? So my advice is work your mindset first. You inside of you. Go look at real information. Don't look at mainstream media. Don't look at things that people have been people that talking bullshit. Talking that the government is here to protect you. Government is good. Don't listen to that shit. Listen to something that is true. That is actually deep beneath to yourself. Just find out what's going on with the US dollar too. What's going on with laws, what's going on with politicians. Figure that out first inside your mindset from all the brainwashing. Then you get some cryptocurrency. And then grow your garden. And step by step. That's all I can say. That's my advice, is doodles. And then get to much advanced technology. Because technology does not advance much, but more violence and more blaming. You just want to hear so that's all I can say. If you can, listen and respect. I'm not good video. You go, I do this for the first time. That's what life is. Life is struggling. I'm struggling my life to do this. Because jobs are disappearing and all the systems getting a lot much more worse. So I had to do this in order to save myself and others in the future. So hope you listen. And share if you possible. Share it to people who work with the government. Share that as much as possible so we fix this in a much better way and much better way and figure out and think deeper into the truth. So it takes a long time. If you're a young age like me, then it's very easy. But your old age, in middle age, then it's difficult unless you work very hard for himself. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoy what I've been saying. Remember, if you do what I've been saying before, life become much better. So bye. Bye and bye. I hope you enjoy. I just trying. Yes.